What is up, you guys? Welcome back to Kenny Tarot YouTube channel. If you are new here, please do us a favor and honor by joining the family by hitting that subscribe button and turning on those post notifications bell. You already know what the deal is. Now, you guys, today I am on my way out, actually. But I wanted to do this reading before I left because this is the only time I could have scheduled this reading for you guys. And I wanted to make sure that we make this deadline. So today's reading, you guys, is very concise. It's going to be entitled, What Divine Magic Will You Experience Soon? Now, Divine magic was something that my spirit team brought my attention upon when we had our little session. We have sessions every week, but when we had our session this last week, they brought divine magic up. And some of you guys may be wondering, what the hell is divine magic? Well, divine magic is pretty much miracles. And it's typically a blessing that we don't see coming or we don't expect. And so I believe that all of us have that to look forward to, you know, in the, especially if you guys are on the path of unknown to where you can't see where you're going or where the end game is at. However, you keep going because you know that there's something worth journeying for. And that's what we're here to discuss. There's going to be something specific that is going to be stated within each piles. I did use maybe less cards than I typically do, and that's because obviously I'm trying to conserve time, but we already know that Spirit has the ultimate say so. So if I have to be late to this event, then that's what will happen. But I'm not trying to be. But either way, you guys, this should be a very positive, something to get you to look forward to, something, although it's something that will typically happen in the future, you guys have to remember, it's the present that you guys should still be in. Still be happy with what you have now, but just remember, there's a lot to look forward to in the future. So with that being said, you guys, please choose from these piles. We have pile number 1 with the rose quartz, pile number 2 with the Sodalite, pile number 3 with the clear quartz, as well as pile number 4 with the green Aventurine stone. So with that being said, you guys, please choose with your gut and not your eyes, and I will catch you at your reading. What is up, pile number 1? This is for those who picked the rose quartz crystal. We're about to find out what divine magic will you experience soon. The cards that they gave us are the 5 of Wands. I haven't used this deck in a while, but just like everybody else on YouTube, this is my favorite, one of my favorite decks. We also have the Page of Swords in reverse. Lovers. Gemini. We also have the Star. Hope. Aquarius. We also have Loneliness. This reminds me of a Hermit card, so maybe Virgo energy as well. We also have Man holding a coin. I typically represent this with King of Pentacles, so this is like Taurus energy. We also have Sodalite. We also have Father Healing. And this card that we'll get into later. All right, so I'm going to keep it real with y'all. You already know how I do. You already know how Spirit do. So, I'm feeling romantic. I'm feeling a romantic type of divine magic coming through for you. And it's a very interesting story. I think it reminds, they're showing me like rom-coms. They're showing me like, there's a specific type of trope that this, I feel this love story will be like, and it's given like almost like adversaries to lovers, that type of transition. And it happens a lot often than you probably would expect. But this divine magic, it's a miracle because this is something that you would have never expect. Because the person in question, I feel there could be some, I almost feel like there's some competition as far as between you and this person. Okay, I'm gonna also give you guys this example since they want me to state it. There used to be, I used to have this classmate, right? And we would always compete with who got the better score. And in that class, for some reason, they would give us rankings, like who was number one through however many students were in that class. And me and one particular classmate would always compare. Like, we'd be like, once we get our report card, I guess, we'd be like, what rank are you? What rank are you? And we already knew it was competition. But it was friendly competition, but still, we wanted to know basically who was smarter. I don't know. Needless to say, I did win every single time. However, I said all that to say, so even though we were in competition, we eventually became a couple. And that was one journey, and that was one story, okay? But just know that I feel like this type of trope is something that you guys are going to experience. It's something that came from, but I feel like these feelings are more so like, yo, I can't stand this person. But I'm still attracted to this person. I think that's something that will continue to develop until one day it switches to the point of no return. But let's begin. We have the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands here indicates the conflicts. You guys don't know what to do. I almost feel like if you have not yet met this person, this is just an example of the experience that you're going to be experiencing in the future. But I feel like there could be a number of you that does already know this person, because I feel like if you do know this person, the way they're about to describe them, you should know. This is someone who is you and this person are going to butt heads a lot, and I feel like a lot of the times you may have suggestions, you may have things that you would like to implement some type of change within, whether it's in workplace, whether it's in schooling, I don't know. Maybe this is going to be your group project partner. I don't know, but I feel as though you're going to be met with opposition somehow from this person. And this person, you could be completely right, but I feel like there's something about this person's energy that gives like, yo, I know best. Like, I almost feel like this person could be somewhat of a superior to you, and it's almost like, how dare you even, suggest anything or try to change anything, or maybe undermine my authority when it's like, your suggestion was actually the right thing, you know what I mean? But it's just someone who's unwilling to change, and it could be a little bit prideful. So I almost feel like there's going to be a time where you come to a decision, and the decision could very much well be whether or not, I should still continue whatever this is, whether it's a co-workership or a friendship, and you're going to be feeling conflicted about what to do. But I almost feel like the feelings that has arise also makes you feel conflicted, because although maybe our exchange isn't necessarily the most pleasant, the feelings, the passion even, are indicating something else lies underneath, and that's usually the attraction for one another. But yeah, you probably won't like this person. This probably won't be your favorite person. And I think that's where the miracle aspect of Aldi comes in, because you did not expect that this will be the person that seems to be your person for you. Now we also have the Page of Swords. I don't know why I heard mind games, but I also heard there could be a level of there could be a difference. Like maybe one person is younger than the other, or there could be a an indication where, not an indication, but there could be something to where one person has a higher position than the other, something of that dynamic. Because I almost feel like what you could be suggesting, because I read you as a younger person or the person who could be maybe has less experience in some way, shape, or form. I almost read that as you, and it's like the stuff that you're saying is right. It's the stuff that you're saying should be considered at the very least. But this person is, this person is good at what they do, or I feel like they just have it in their mind that they are completely right. And to be honest, what they are saying could also be right as well. But I almost feel like there's a need to work together. There's a need to actually consider other options in whatever this is. I feel like whatever this is, you and this person need to work together for some reason. But I feel like it's often met with mind games, who's smarter than the other, and I also feel like it's something that a lot of you guys dread having to deal with and discuss with. It's like, I don't know why, but I get this is something that you even think about even when you're not around this person, and I feel like it's the same goes for them. It's like you guys leave a lasting impression on each other, but the impression isn't necessarily something that you enjoy, and I think that goes for this person as well. The spirit is here to tell you guys. Ooh, this is just one of those things in which it's a perfect example of how the universe loves to prove how magic really does exist. And I feel like you guys, this is a soulmate. Sorry. This is 100% a soulmate. There's going to come a time where the decision to actually, it appears to let all these walls down that both of you guys have, and actually, be open to whatever this connection is. I almost feel like whatever it may be, it could be a professional setting first, and then that will soon develop into something a little bit more. And it's going to be like, I feel like both of you guys are going to be like, yeah, I remember when we didn't like each other, and all of a sudden, because you guys are actually quite compatible, and I feel like some of you guys are actually mirroring each other. So sometimes, yeah, that does cause disagreements, and sometimes coming to face to aspects that who we are could also be a little bit combative as well. But I see two different types of people who are actually meant to be together. Now, I'm not saying that they're meant to be together forever, but there is a significant experience that you are meant to experience with this person on a romantic level. But that's totally up to you guys. But this is something that's already written in the stars. This is something that the spirit team, your spirit teams, and this person's spirit team are actively working on bringing you guys together. It's just a matter of whether or not you guys want to remove the ego and really explore this connection in another way. But you guys have to be open to that. This is the miracle of all miracles, I feel. This is what I would also associate as a miracle card, like the star card. Huge wish as well. But I don't necessarily feel like it's your wish or this person's wish. It's more so your soul's wish. Your soul wants this relationship to occur. And you know what? I feel like it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I think it's safe to say that this person is going to be you guys are going to be quite attracted to each other. It's safe to say that. It's just a matter of, really opening yourself up to just even the option that this could actually be friendly, and then possibly even more, because it seems as though this connection is quite important for your soul's growth. And I feel like this is something that you're not going to see coming, and this is really, I think the universe is really going to have a ball with this connection. With all respect, it's just that I feel like the universe really loves these type of situations in which the universe really gets to prove that, hey, I am real. Magic is real. Like we're always watching, and we're always trying to help, and we're always there to support you guys. I also feel like there could be something quite significant to the journey that you guys have together. There could be something that you guys maybe create or build. But they're just major milestones I see that could be happening between the two of you guys. But once again, it is up to you whether or not you want to pursue this. But I honestly feel like you will. I honestly feel like it's just a matter of time. Loneliness. I feel as though you have a wish. There's a big wish for relationships and partnerships, and ain't nothing wrong with that at all, because we are social beings. And in fact, that's part of the reason as to why we came here, to interact and to really grow with one another and love one another. So this is a common desire and nothing that you should be ashamed of. And I think as though you just don't expect that your partner could actually be a lot closer to you than you actually realize. And I almost feel like, I almost feel like this is, I mean, I don't want to say that what song they're playing in my head, because I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea, but they're playing that Rihanna song, which I absolutely love. We Found Love in a Hopeless Place. It's not to say that there's no hope. It's actually a lot of hope. But my point is, it's an unlikely situation that that despite its rough beginnings, this is something that will ultimately end the loneliness that you maybe feel sometimes, especially during those times where you are, in bed alone and thinking about what could be or what will be. But also, this is once again, it's a fresh new start, I feel, as well. Some of you guys could have been trying to manifest a relationship, and I think that's where the magic is coming from, because it's a person that actually fits you like a glove, but it's about making sure our differences balance one another, but also complement one another and not compete with one another. Yeah. Man holding a coin. This is the person in question. I also feel like yeah, I feel like you guys are supposed to be on the same page. You guys are supposed to be partners in something, maybe just partners in life, for whatever the journey is supposed to lead you toward, for however long it's going to be. But partnership is what I see with this person. The issue is, I would say maybe there could be issues on both sides. I'll be honest with you. This person's issue, the main issue is being flexible, being able to adapt, being open to change. It's like this could be someone who's been doing it one way for a very long time and it works. However, there's a new way, it's a new fresh way that you're introducing into the mix. And it's more so like they're not even disagreeing because you're wrong. It's more so like they're disagreeing because you came up with it. I know that's a very specific scenario, but this is just an example of the dynamic. I have to say that the person who maybe has it, how can I say? The person who has the key to making this work, really, to actually have it start on a more loving way or more friendly a way to where it could potentially become more loving, is this man or this person, him or them. I'm sorry, this is a masculine card, obviously, but I feel like the ball is mostly in this person's court. It's like you will respond based on the energy that they give you first. That's how I feel like it's going to happen. I feel like typically it's met with rigidness and maybe a little bit coldness. But as soon as this person opens up and turns it around, and I feel like they're going to see you differently. And I think once again, you guys have a common goal in something that they're going to realize like it's best that we join forces rather than be adversaries. And it's through that's where the feelings arrive, and we start to see this connection for being what it actually truly is on a soul level. We have Sodalite. Socialize or join in. Make healthy and supportive new friendships and connections by getting involved with a group of like-minded people. This worded it perfectly. For a lot of you guys, this is someone that you have yet to meet, or this is someone that you have yet to consider a friend. And for a lot of you guys, this is someone who, like for everyone, I feel, this is someone who you are actually a lot more alike than you know. You guys have a lot of similar interests and similar aspects to your personality. And once again, I get the if I can't beat them, join them type of vibe from either one of you guys, or maybe both of you guys. And that's kind of where it all starts. It's like you guys are each other's match. And I think that you guys are a little bit shocked by that. And I think you guys have yet to meet someone, because I feel like both of you guys have it in your toolkit to where you can maybe argue someone down to the ground, or debate someone, or really just completely defeat people with your words and your intelligence with ease. And it's like until you guys met each other, that's when it's like, okay, this is an opponent that I'm having difficulty overcoming. And it was like you weren't ever supposed to be complete with each other or be each other. It was meant to be something else. Let's get into this right here, because I feel like this is also an issue. We have father healing. There's something about the way that one of these people are, whether it's you or this person. I do feel like it's this person. This is my father card too. But this is distorted though. This is distorted masculine energy. It is something that this person may have been groomed, not even groomed, but just conditioned. And whether it was consciously conditioned by their father. But I feel as though this is all they know, almost to speak. Like this is almost this rigidness, this really, and to be honest, they do have a lot of amazing qualities. This is someone who's a great leader, but a leader who can't necessarily take suggestion or advice from anyone else doesn't make a good leader. So I feel like this person is a leader, but there needs to be some adjustments. And I feel like a part of what they are, are kind of distorted and kind of skewed about their vision and their perspective of who they are, who they should be, comes from a relationship with their father, whether it's a lack of or whether it's a very hyper masculine type of relationship, and a hyper masculine that could be quite toxic if not checked, if it goes unchecked. They also show me the Ace of Cups. I have to tell you, there's a lot of love give, and I think they showed me that for a reason, because maybe some of you guys maybe clicked off this video or was like, this don't seem like a miracle, but it actually is, because this person, the loving connection that is going to be birthed from this is going to be one of a lifetime. It's going to be a gift to you. But there is a journey to get to there. And I feel like for this person in particular, there's more of a personal journey that they have to also overcome. And I think you are kind of highlighting some of the things that should be adjusted. I think a part of who they are has some of these qualities, such as being a leader, such as being, maybe decisive, being a moneymaker or a provider, and I feel like there could be a need to really make sure that those amazing qualities remain in a way that it supports and uplifts people, and not to where it's condescending or to where you can't take any type of criticism or any type of valid criticism, that is, and also any type of advice or any type of input from anyone else. And I think that's something that they're going to have to change, because it's like, this is a king, but it's like you're given tyrant. And you're not going to stand for that. And I'm telling you not to change that part about you, because it's really what's going to trigger a change within this person. Yep. The last card that we have is not surprised. This is the club. It says someone will try to make you do something against your will. Yeah. Top number one, like I said, this is not going to be the most easiest road, but there's something about it. I don't know what it is. I don't know if you are like this, but there's something about, even when we engage and we have debates or arguments or whatever the case may be with this person, there's a part of me that still enjoys that interaction. Granted, yes, my emotions are elevating, but there's something about this interaction that I thrive off of. Maybe it's the intelligence, the battle of the wits. Like, there's something about those interactions that still is enjoyable, even in the beginning of this connection. And I think that's the aspect about you two that will kind of still remain, but it will be a lot more healthier as this relationship or connection progresses. And that's where we want to get. But this person is going to be saying things and maybe trying to make you do things that you are absolutely not going to stand for. They met their match. And it's going to be a very unlikely, but kind of likely, because this trope is very common, from adversaries to lovers. But remember, it's always up to you whether or not this is an experience that you would like to experience in this incarnation. but I think you will. Yeah. This person is also lonely. So with that being said, you guys, pile number one, thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. And this is something you should look forward to. Come on now, have fun. This is a little bit exciting. And I think you're going to enjoy it. Even if, you are in a heated debate with this person, there's still something in there that you're going to enjoy. I feel it within you. Trust me. I know someone who likes to debate like me. I like to debate too. You're that person. And I think this person is that as well. But anyways, if you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But other than that, I will catch you guys next time. Bye. What is up, pile number two? This is for those who picked the Sodalite stone. We're about to find out what divine magic will you experience soon. The cards that they gave us are the Emperor card. It is in reverse. We also have the Nine of Cups, also in reverse. Six of Wands. Okay. We also have number 20. This is also the Judgment card. This is Truth. We also have Envy. We also have First Chakra. This is also the Root Chakra. This is Archangel Mike. Big Mike is here for you. We also have Unakite. Answered prayers. We got Ready, Set, Go. And we also have this card that we'll get into later. Pile number two. There's heavy masculine energy. And you guys already know that masculine energy does not necessarily mean men. It's just the type of energy that you're going to be embodying by the time this divine magic hits. This is about you're making sure, taking actionable steps, making tangible progress to making your dreams come to fruition. I feel like a lot of you guys, this is a group who are heavy manifestors, alchemists, manipulators of energies. And what's coming next is really you guys putting the work, really, into making those dreams come true. Because I feel like you guys have been in the feminine energy long enough to where you actually realize it, dream about it, manifest it in a way when it comes to your dreams and your wishes, and making sure that your inner work is on point, and everything else on the inside is doing great. But we have to, it seems like there's now a switch, a time to put some work in within the 3D. I feel like with this group, there's going to be one specific thing that you don't realize is your dream becoming realized in the 3D. For example, some of you guys, I feel like a lot of you guys could have been in a situation where you're not working currently, or you are you've been let go from a job, or maybe quit a job not too long ago. And it was there to show you that there was another path. There was another path to really make sure that your goals are met. There was another path that you will be introduced to. And this is about, they're saying like something around answering the call. There's a calling that divine is giving you, and you have to pick up and answer this. This is a very important call. Because what it's going to do is really introduce you to a specific career or field or even an idea or a concept that's going to elevate your status. You're bossing up with this new thing. But I get the sense that you may be a little bit either scared or just apprehensive about taking on this role, because with this big role it does come with major responsibilities, but Spirit is here to say that you're ready. You absolutely can do this. The miracle in this, or the divine magic in this, is simply because you didn't expect this. And simply because this could be a career or a field that you didn't imagine yourself to be working out. But there's some familiarity. So for some of you guys, this could be something that you've maybe thought about as a kid, and maybe desired as a kid, or maybe desired in your younger years, and you maybe put it on the back burner to do something that was a little bit more convenient or just made more sense. And this is something that I almost feel like you're going to love it. You're going to love it. You're going to be very passionate about it. But once again, there's something about it that makes you feel like, I don't know if I should do it, but I do believe it has to do with the responsibility that it holds. And because I almost feel like one day you weren't, like you didn't have a status one day, the next thing all of a sudden you top level status. You may even say something like, I'm not even qualified for this. Why do you feel like this is something that I should be doing? Like, why do you feel like... And I feel like for some of you guys, there is something being offered here, but you really have to believe that you're deserving of this, that you're ready for this. And for those guys, you guys are making an opportunity. Like, instead of waiting for something, you're making an opportunity. Which could often mean entrepreneurship, but for us, it could just mean you're taking action towards a specific dream or goal. Actionable steps on the journey, and Source will just finish the rest with you. This is co-creation. Let's begin. We have the Emperor card. It's in reverse. There is I get that for some of you guys, there's something that you guys are holding on to. Like, for example, if you guys lost a job, or if you guys lost a drive to do something else, or maybe you guys have been doing one thing for a very long time, but you never thought that there was something else that could have been something that gave you more happiness, more fulfillment, more joy, and obviously more money. I feel like some of you guys haven't even entertained that there could be another option or another route to take, because some of you guys are so fixated on one particular path, and so you guys are not expecting this change, but it's coming. It's coming. I think you've been actually wanting a change, but you didn't know maybe how this change will come about. And I feel like for the most part, it's really about getting used to the idea that, and used to seeing yourself as a boss. This is bossing up. This is an elevated status. This is the kings of all kings here. But the reason why it's reversed is because there is a disconnect between how you actually see yourself and how the divine sees you. But part of the reason is because for example, I'm gonna give you guys this example. Once upon a time, I wanted to be a pharmacist. And I literally built my whole entire education around that goal. But the idea of becoming a pharmacist was not introduced to me naturally. Like, it wasn't something that I thought about on my own. This was something that was introduced to me by my family. And so growing up, I thought that that's exactly what I wanted until I actually got into the field and saw that that's not what I wanted. And I have to tell you, a part of me felt crushed when I realized that that wasn't what I wanted. And I grieved that, because it was sort of like a death. And it was hard for me to let go of that dream. But I had to come to the realization that it was never my dream to begin with. However, I did learn a lot of skills. I did learn a lot about people that will just help me, that I can utilize in just daily life and future endeavors. But my point is, I get that type of sense. It's very hard to let go of one particular avenue when it comes to career, or one particular way of achieving my financial goals. And I'm not open to anything else when you actually should be. I see it. They're saying like, what you're thinking is this, but it should be this, way bigger. I don't see a lot of you guys working for somebody either. I don't see a lot of you guys working to where you answer to someone else either. And maybe that could be a part of the journey as well, but this should be the goal, the end game for you, is you particularly owning something, or really taking charge of how you make money in some way, shape, or form. And I get something to where you're not just waiting for a paycheck every 2 weeks. I get like either multiple sources of incomes, or just income in which is more accessible and more frequent, because you maybe have a business of your own, or you're in a career in which you don't work. Money is the least of your worries. And I feel like it's about leveling up, because they see you. It's time. Like we I almost feel like your spirit team are saying, like, we don't have time to work with the small fry. Like, we have bigger fish to fry. You know what I mean? Bigger. We also have Knight of Cups. I almost feel like there's an offer coming in for some of you guys, but it won't show up until you actually embody or actually look at yourself this way. Even if you don't believe it, man, just look in the mirror every damn day, please. I'm telling you, look in the mirror every damn day until you believe it, and say these words: yo, I'm the emperor or empress, if that's how you're feeling. Two sides of the same coin. I'm the emperor and I'm the empress. I'm a boss. I attract money. Say these affirmations like this, because I feel like that's what's necessary. There needs to be a change in perspective for a lot of you guys. But for a lot of you guys, there's this opportunity that's coming next, this opportunity, or this discovery of a new career path. It's something that you're going to fall in love with, but I feel like now you guys don't see that. They're also showing me the Four of Wands image. So this path that they're trying to enlighten you about is going to make you live a very, very comfortable life, as you would expect from someone who embodies Empress and Empress, Empress and Emperor energy. So, but there's something about it. It's something about maybe getting you out your comfort zone, or maybe there's something about that. Six of Wands. It's also something unique about this. I feel like there's something only you can bring, and something that only you can do, and that's something that's going to stand out amongst your either peers or your competitors for some reason. But the Six of Wands is here for victory and success, but also for some of you guys, it's popularity or some type of recognition of sorts. And that could be probably where the fear comes, because I think that some of you guys could be aware that whatever this level up is, this elevated status is, could also mean you could be in the public eye somehow. Or there could be where people kind of look to you as maybe their savior or, their protector or something of that nature. It's definitely leadership vibes for sure. But in what way is something that I feel a lot of you guys have yet to really either discover or really been open enough to see as a possible route to take. Yeah. Very empowered energy that you're meant to step into. And Source said it's time. This is the Judgment card. This is truth. This is number 20. This is divine intervention. Source has to step in now. I think this is change that you guys have been avoiding for some time now. Been avoiding this, and they had to step in. You guys, there's a role that you are meant to fill. A role. And maybe it's just the archetype role, such as leader of the new generation or new school. Maybe it's just an archetype such as that. But I feel like for a lot of you guys, yeah, it's a specific role in a specific career or entity that you are meant to fill. You are meant to be empowered. You're meant to feel powerful. But obviously you're going to know that with great power comes great responsibility. And maybe that's the scary part. Maybe that's where the apprehensive energy is coming from. But this is something that you absolutely have to overcome. Being this leader doesn't mean you have to be perfect. But you do have to be courageous. And you have to have the confidence. Something's going to be revealed to you that could be in the form of a new opportunity or career or just a new interest. And it could remind you of something that you maybe dreamt about as a kid. Maybe you've always dreamt about being famous or something like that, and this is how it's going to happen. That's just an example, but I'm just saying, I feel like whatever this is, you're going to feel very familiar to it in some way, shape, or form. Maybe because it's always been a desire for you, but you've never realized that it was something that you could actually pursue and that you're meant to pursue. And with the next card, the Envy card, once again, we have the passion. We got the passion, the fire. It's like your energy that you have from the inside is too much to where you have to pursue something to where it allows you to completely utilize that burning passion on the inside. Unapologetically. But with Envy, I also feel like there is a particular lifestyle or there is a particular career or there is a particular status that you wish to have, and maybe this is something that you see with other people. Maybe there's other people who will be doing the same thing as you, but once again, there's something about what you bring that's going to be different. So you really have nothing to be jealous for. What's for you is for you, and whatever it is that you can have, that you want, you can actually have is what they're saying as well. Once again, I'm getting like it's a new project. And it's emotional for you. Like, it's good emotions. Like, you feel fired up, or you feel just, it's like almost like I could cry. And the more I cry, the more passionate I get as well about this. You're going to absolutely love this, whatever this is. And you're going to feel very driven, more driven than you've ever been in any career. And I feel like you definitely haven't met with challenges in your, and when it comes to just your career life in general. But they also want to let you know that everything that you've been doing, everything that you gain, all the skills that you gain, all the lessons that you learned were leading to this point. And I see that in this time in particular, this is the energy in which they really want you to pay attention and make you aware, because Source has to step in, which means you're going to see a lot of signs. Maybe this message is going to be another sign. You're going to see a lot of signs. They're saying birds as well. So pay attention. And also pay attention to what it is that continues to light that fire within you. And go from there. Speaking of more passion, we have Fresh Chakra Archangel Michael. It's like there's a lot of passion that's been bottled up. And I think this is where your soul is. Like, your soul's kind of impatient. And I feel like your soul allows you to explore a lot of things that you maybe wanted to explore and see, because they found that to be useful as well. But they're almost like, okay, it's time now. We've waited long enough. It's time for this shift, because the fire within you is becoming too big to contain, and it needs an outlet. And in your case, it's going to be career. And I see new levels, new heights reached. And for a lot of you guys, the highest heights will be reached. Your spirit team is 100% not going to let you fail for this one. This is important. Important, pile number 2. They had to intervene, and they will continue to intervene. Meaning, if you're still trying to apply to jobs that aren't in any way, shape, or form where you feel like a boss, or you feel like you are in a position to where you are making things happen, or having some type of influence, if it's nothing like that, chances are it's going to be blocked off by Source, because it's not aligning to what your soul wants. It's not aligning to the divine plan as well. There's a happy medium where you can get what you want, and your soul can be happy as well. And that's something that will be revealed, or something that you will soon discover. Too much fire. It's too much fire. And they're not going to allow that to go to waste. So we also have the Unakite. Says, answered prayers. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys have been wanting a change, but just didn't know how soon it was coming, or in what way it was coming. And that also, indicates divine magic. And also the fact that they're intervening is also magic in itself. They're showing me the Lover's card. So I also feel like for a lot of you guys, there has been I see tears. Like, I feel like you guys maybe also grieved a dream of yours that you knew isn't something that was for your higher good, or for that you would be the most happy at. Like, I think some of you guys have had a hard time letting go of a particular vision that you may have had for yourself, and didn't realize that you're actually meant for a lot more. This is a product of your manifestation. even if you did it without even thinking. Like, I feel like some of you guys been wanting a change, been wanting this type of elevated status, and didn't realize that you were actually manifesting in those thoughts. And the universe heard. They're calling it the perfect opportunity for you. It fits you, and it's something about you that is unique enough. There's something about the unique aspects and unique traits that you have, new talents that you have, that makes you perfect for whatever this is. It's going to be revealed soon to you. We have the Ready, Set, Go card, and when it does be revealed to you, this is not something that we wait on. This is not something that we wait until, okay, are you sure? Are you sure, Spirit? No. When you see it, when you know it, you'll know it. When you see it, when it actually appears itself, when Spirit is when Spirit actually reveals this to you, which I feel like it's happening quite soon for you guys. Because I feel like some of you guys may know what it is, but maybe didn't necessarily see that as a career opportunity, so you may have just disregarded. But it's going to be revealed to you, and we need absolute urgency. You need to take this and run with it, okay? And just know that you're completely safe. This is without fail. This is guaranteed success. They wouldn't have it any other way. The last card that we have is Scales. Keep your life in balance. You know what's funny? I think, if I remember correctly, in the beginning of this reading, I think they've mentioned something about divine masculine energy and feminine energy, and I think that's exactly what's happening. There's a lot of feminine energy, beautiful, creative, feminine energy that's within you. But it's time for action. Action meaning that divine masculine energy. But I also feel like your life kind of has been out of whack lately, unstable even. And this is them restoring balance. And how we're going to restore balance is making sure that you are aligned to who you are on the soul level. Your soul is a king of all kings, a queen of all queens. And you have to embody that. Be open to that energy. Be open to that power. It's yours to wield. But of course, this power does have a lot of responsibilities, and I'm sure I don't need to school you on that. With money, things like that, it's meant to be shared. It's meant to be something that is used to uplift and to spread love. And that's something that I'm sure I don't need to tell you. Huge life changing opportunity, career, and this is ascension that you're going to be experiencing. So, don't be scared. Pile number 2, I hope that you enjoyed that. This is the energy that I be talking about. This is the energy that I want for all of you guys. So this is absolutely one of my favorites. If you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But other than that, I will catch you guys next time. Bye. What is pile number 30? This is relative with the clear quartz crystal. We're about to find out what divine magic will you be experiencing soon, or will you experience soon? We have the cards. Okay, we have 2 of Swords in reverse. We also have the Page of Cups. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. We also have number 11, balance. This is also, I don't know why I've almost said temperance, but this is justice. Justice. Make sure we get a focus shot, okay? We also have freedom. Archangel Raphael, fourth chakra. It is in reverse. We also have Dolomite. We have Let Yourself Receive. And this card I will get into later. Pile number 3. Let's just cut straight to the chase. For a lot of you guys, this is going to be a career reading. For others of you guys, this is just going to be a self-improvement reading in which I see a lot of you guys transitioning from one place to another, or from one career to another, or from one job to another. For some of you guys, the transition could even be from employment to entrepreneurship, but it's about leaving a place that's a little bit more comfortable. Like, it feels comfortable because this is all that we always knew and that we are used to, but it's about getting out of that comfort zone and discovering something else that could potentially make us even more happier, make us feel more like ourselves. And by ourselves, I mean our soul selves. It's like you won't know how much you need it until you actually do it, is the message that they're giving. Like, this is something that's going to be somewhat of a risk that you're going to be taking. You're not going to exactly know what the result may be, or you just have to have faith and trust. And this is the divine magic in itself. Because what lies in the end is that the end game is going to be, for a lot of you guys, it's going to be healing, in the sense that we are eradicating fears. We are also eradicating situations or environments that could be hindering us in some way, shape, or form, especially energetically. And for a lot of you guys, there's a pot of gold, such as money, at the end of it. More money than you could ever make in any other way. Let's begin. We have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords, that's the energy of, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I want to do this. Like, why? What should I do? Like, for a lot of you guys, there is a decision that you will ultimately make in regards to this. And it's a huge one. And you don't know if this is the right one. But it's, once again, it's one of those things where you won't know until you actually do it. So it's like, you know what to do, and you're going to have to follow your intuition. This is complete magic in itself. Like, when you don't know exactly what lies ahead on this journey, you just go for it. That's magic. Magic is bound to happen when you are open to this type of experience. But the Two of Swords in reverse, a decision has been made because you've been feeling stuck for a while now. But you finally made a decision. They're saying that you're tired of being left in, I guess left out in the cold, because they said they're also showing me the Five of Pentacles card in reverse. But at the same time, it could also be indicating a place where you finally belong in some way, shape, or form. And even if this is a family place that you grew up in, there still may be a disconnect when it comes to feeling like I belong here. So some of you guys, I feel, on this new journey with meeting soul family members are just really relocating to a place that makes you feel at home, finally. And for others of you guys, this is a new career, a new job, or a new opportunity that will also make you feel like I'm at home. Whatever this is, though, it's brand new. Brand spanking new. You've never done this before. You've only dreamt about it. Brand spanking new. You've never done this before. And that could be part of the fear. But that wish of yours, this is almost emotion. This is emotional desire, which is somewhat of a wish as well. You dream about this, you daydream about this, and that's not for nothing. Some of you guys, it could simply just mean that you guys want to be moving out, being on your own, being independent, whether it's financially or just relocating. You're going to get that. And this first step starts with you in any way that makes sense for you. But that way, in whatever step that is, that would be the statement of this is the decision that I'm making and I'm sticking to it. There's stability on the end of this in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's emotional stability. It's stability that comes with being with your chosen family. It's stability that comes from money as well. That's the end game. That's the goal. Speaking of which, we have 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, it's about not necessarily feeling secured when I'm supposed to be. So some of you guys, you could have jobs that you don't necessarily feel like you are, like you're making ends meet, like you're barely making ends meet, like it's not necessarily doing what it's supposed to be doing, which is making you feel secure and comfortable when it comes to finances. And instead, it could be adding a lot more stress and a lot more other negative attributes. And others of you guys, I do feel like there could be a familial aspect. Even though you're related to people that you may live with, sometimes you guys don't know each other. Sometimes you guys have yet to even spend time to really get to know each other, to really grow with one another and really embrace each other. And sometimes that's not going to happen. And it's because there's another family that you are meant to be a part of. And for some of you guys, this is going to be a part of your new community or your new neighborhood, or maybe this could also be the new home that you become a part of. And for others of you guys, it's the new family that you'll make within your career. They're saying that they're giving the Cinderella story. They always do that. They always give me the Cinderella story. But it seems like some of you guys have immense amount of potential, immense amount of everything. Like you guys are meant for more, and this is just the perfect opportunity. And it's scary, but you'll be a lot more happier and glad once you do it. And I feel like a lot of you guys are meant to be like, they're giving me like rags to riches type of story. Like this change that you make will grant you the life that you've always dreamt about for yourself. And once again, Cinderella is a classic rags to riches story, which is why they gave me that example. It's like whatever you guys are doing currently, wherever you guys are currently at, you don't belong there. There's another place for you to belong. Whether it's a home, whether it's an area, city, state, country, or another career. That is only when you will truly feel secure. And this is what they're trying to correct. So, what they're trying to correct is the balance. feel like right now, for a lot of you guys, it's too much dreaming, too much thinking, and not enough doing. And I feel like there's a lot of fear here, though. But you're fully capable of doing it. You're fully capable. Whatever this is, you have all the tools, all the power, all the ability that you could have ever need, that are necessary, that are required of you to do this. So there's nothing to fear at all. I also feel that some of you guys may miss something about whatever you're moving away from. Grow up, you guys. Grow up. I'm sorry. Like, I don't even care if this is family that you are leaving from. So, we got phones, we got FaceTime, we got all these other equipment. On top of that, you will still see each other. You know? And if it's career that you're leaving from and it's to another career, baby. Like, do I need to come through the damn camera and shake you? That this is literally going to change our life. And once again, they're trying to correct the balance, meaning there's been too much of something, and I feel like for a lot of you guys, too much being comfortable, too much not taking enough risk, because there's a lot of rewards that are waiting for you. And for a lot of you guys, they're trying to, because they keep saying that you deserve more, you deserve better. And this is what they're trying to have you instill in your life. Freedom. Which would probably be the word of this reading, the theme. There's actual freedom for a lot of you guys. It could be very suffocating to be where you're currently at. And for a lot of others of you guys, there's financial freedom that you are going to be obtaining. Your spirit, your soul is not one to be tied down. This is definitely someone this is an adventurer spirit here as well, like someone who kind of lives to travel as well. But overall, it's releasing your, they're showing me the devil card. Of course, they're showing me the devil card, but it's a matter of releasing yourself from something that's holding you back. And that's something that could be scary, but it's something that's necessary, and then it's better. It's going to be better for you. And you won't know until you actually do it. So in a sense, you have to believe in magic first in order for you to actually see the magic. That's the deal that Source gave you. You actually have to jump first. Yeah, and you will. Two of Swords in reverse indicates a decision already being made. So I feel like you already know what it is that you need to do. This was probably just confirmation. And we now need to, double down on that. Archangel Raphael. This is heart chakra. Whatever situation that you're leaving from, it's just not healthy. It's just not healthy. And I'm reading more so energetically as well. And once again, once you do this, you'll realize the benefits. Once you do this, you'll feel immediately relieved. It'll be very cathartic for you once you do this. The results will be almost immediate once you do this. That's what they keep saying. And some of you guys may not necessarily be in a problematic type of environment, but it almost feels like a lot of you guys are too big for that environment. Like it's too small for you. Like you're meant for bigger goals, bigger dreams. And you're not meant to be confined. So for you, it will be healing, because you're a bird who is not supposed to be caged up. Figuratively speaking, of course. And this new change is going to feel like it's going to be relieving. Like I can breathe again. I'm not sure why I'm saying that, but the next card that we have is Dolomite. Stay strong in your faith. A positive outcome is dependent on you keeping a positive mindset. Yeah, this is the deal, pile number 3. The source will have your back, but sorry, y'all. We still got construction happening over here. If you didn't know from our last video, just construction. Pretty much all my neighbors are doing construction on their home, so it's bound to be a noisy reading. But I digress. The deal is, you have to take the first step, and that will be an act of faith. And the source will respond to it and take care of the rest. But you have to jump first. I also get with you guys, you deserve more. They keep saying that because I almost feel like you guys have a giving personality, and this is the good karma that you are due. Very generous spirit here, but source is almost like, yo, now it's time for you to finally receive. Let yourself receive. Allow others to give you love and care. Receive without guilt or apologies. I also feel like this is a message for a lot of you guys who don't necessarily believe in the type of self-care in which you buy things for yourself or you do things simply just for yourself. But overall, I get the sense that you guys are quite giving. That's just your nature. And you maybe also care for the well-beings of others, but it's time that your well-being be prioritized. Because once again, they labeled that whatever this current environment or situation is, or current career is, it's unhealthy. That's it's an interesting choice of words. But I think they use that to really give you perspective on what the situation is actually doing to you, and how important and how urgent it is for you to make this decision, make this change. Because they have a lot they want to give you, but you have to come get it. Yeah. The last card that we have is one of my least favorite cards, by the way, but we have Rat. Someone working against you behind your back. This is the type of environment y'all in? Seriously? No, because I think if it's this serious, y'all know it's time for a change, right? Y'all know it's time for a change. Yeah, absolutely. It's like, this is really how you should be thinking about this person. Like, I don't even have the time. I don't even have the energy. Like, you're not even worth it. Like, that's really what it's giving, because you are kind of meant for a lot more. And this is just a nuisance, but it's the nuisance is here, whoever this person may be to you, to let you know it's time to go. You guys have a huge wish that you guys have. They show me the 9 of Cups, but I have to tell you, it's not going to be something that you obtain if you remain in this, whatever this situation is. It's not. Like, it's going to be further delayed and delayed the longer you stay within that situation. Which is why they're really, this message comes with some urgency for you. Something's overdue. It's time. It's been time. And it has to do with your manifestations and your wishes. And maybe you didn't realize that the step in order to really attain it and for it to come to 3D, that you were kind of the key factor. Like, you had to be the change. Like, you had to make the move first. And what better way to know that that's the best move, because you won't have to deal with this anymore, whoever this person is. And this person can come in the form of families, co-workers, supervisors, I don't know, but you know who this person is. But I also feel like this doesn't have to be a person. This has to be a situation or a place. But whatever this is working against you, not for you. And we have to remove ourselves from it. Because there's a whole new path for you that's been open for you, been waiting for you. So once again, your magic is a little bit, the divine magic that you will be experiencing is a little bit conditional, in the sense that you have to kind of start it first. It's your turn first, and then Spirit will handle the rest. Source will handle the rest. And this is a risk, it feels, for a lot of you guys. Like, they're showing me the Fool's card, of course. This is a risk, but this is also about being open to the new possibilities and the endless amounts of possibilities. And also believing in magic once again, because we don't know what's on the end. Even though we're telling you what's on the end, but chances are you're not going to see that by the time you make this decision for this change of yours. You're not going to see what's at the end of this. You're not going to see all the potential. But it's about believing and having trust. And this is a spiritual lesson that not everyone has mastered, and probably not everyone will. But you will. Absolutely. So, time for change, time to make a decision. Pile number 3. Thank you so much for joining. If you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But other than that, I will catch you guys next time. Bye. What is up? Pile number 4. This is for those who picked the green Aventurine stone. We're about to find out. I've said the title at least 3 times before this time, but yeah, it's still, for some reason, I tend to forget it. But it's, oh, what divine magic will you experience soon? The cards that they gave us are the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse, the Page of Wands in reverse. Oh my gosh. You guys, we need to talk. We also have number 3. This is solar plexus chakra. We absolutely need to talk. We also have relationships. Number 22, this is yin yang. And if it's in reverse, we're referring to the yang. Oh yeah, we definitely need to talk. We also have calcite. Morning affirmations. Baby, if this card comes out, we definitely need to talk. And this card that we'll get into later. Pile number 4. We need to talk because it's so crazy. It's so crazy to me. It's like, it's the equivalent of when you see someone who's obviously drop dead gorgeous, and yet when they look in the mirror, they see Hunchback of Notre Dame. No shade to Hunchback of Notre Dame, but I'm just saying, someone who's not physically the most appealing. Okay? But that's just an example of what I see. That type of skewed perception of oneself. You are someone who, you're powerful, charismatic. You have the ability to really take charge and really create whatever it is that you want to see in this life of yours. Whatever it is that you want to experience in this life of yours. And one thing about you is that people find you attractive. Very attractive. And it's not the type of energy, the attractive energy that can be obtained by the type, if you put makeup on or if you do some type of, cosmetic treatment. No, it's more so what's from the inside. But needless to say, I see an incredible looking exterior shell as well. But overall, it's you are a bad bitch. And if you're a male, the message still applies. Because it's only endearing when I say that, because for a lot of you guys, you guys don't realize that you are this person, and once you do, it's a whole new world. Like Aladdin, it's a whole new world. This will open doors. There's for a lot of you guys, there is a career that you're going to be making. By making, I mean like it's entrepreneurship a little bit, in a sense that there's something that you're either creating and you're giving it to the masses, and it's going to become a hit. For others of you guys, this could even be like social media, something where you're in the spotlight somehow, and it's going to be a hit. Others of you guys, this is just merely a huge accomplishment that you're going to be, I think for some of you guys, just getting this career opportunity will be the accomplishment in itself, because it's something that you never dreamt that you could get. Because once again, there's a skewed perception of what you have of yourself, and you should be thinking a lot more bigger when you think of yourself. Powerful, even. There's a new path that's opening up, and it has to do with something that you're making this path open up for yourself. And it's because you 100% will believe that you have the power to do so. And the divine's gonna be like, you're absolutely right. This is about making the impossible possible. Because there's something here. There's a huge wish. And it's not just huge in the sense of what it will create, like what it will give you. It's more so like huge in the sense that not only do you want this, but your soul wants this. There's something about putting yourself out there. You are meant to be out of your shell. You are meant to shine. And whatever this new thing is, will do just that. And after this, you won't ever have any doubts that you can't do anything. And that's the point. Let's begin. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse, baby. This is one of my favorite queens. In reverse, we got some problems. Only because this is a queen who doesn't see themselves as one. Confused, they're saying. Confused. I'm not sure if it's because maybe there was a few people that you maybe knew or grew up with that tried to instill it in your head that you weren't anything but that. And I also feel like with the Queen of Wands, it's indicating that you guys have magic within yourself. Like divine magic is within you, and it's something that you can manipulate and wield in your favor. You don't see that? You don't know that? But you will. Once again, I just get confused. I just get someone who don't very like, it's like you're definitely the type of person who I feel if you get a compliment, you immediately, it's like a reflex. Like you immediately diffuse that compliment with something disparaging about yourself. Like if somebody said, "Oh my God, Kenny, you look so good today." Well, maybe just today because I just went to the spa and how to did my skin, and and your friend be looking at you like, just take the compliment. But my point is, there's an illusion that you have of yourself that you're not actually the shit. That you're not actually powerful. There's divine magic all within you, and you need to realize that. And it's there for you to use. All with good intentions, of course. So the next color we have is the Hierophant. You are meant to do something different, especially when it comes to career. It's something a little bit maybe unorthodox, maybe non-traditional, out of the box. But the element that will remain in whatever you guys choose, because you guys are all different, there is an element of where you are kind of the face. You are somewhat viewed as the leader, and people are watching you or people are listening to you in some way, and it's in a way where they revere you, respect you enough to where they trust what you have to say is true. And in some ways it helps them, like whether they apply it to their own life. And I feel like this is something that you are conflicted about. There's something about this new energy that you really are supposed to embody. There's a career that comes with that too for a lot of you guys. And there's something about this career that maybe feels like this is so not me, or this is like they keep saying it's so not me when it actually is you. You just don't know it yet. And guess what? I do see that you're going to do it, because you're going to feel drawn to it. This is going to be something that really makes you passionate, because that's your power, that fire, that passion. Whatever you desire, whatever you sought, whatever you seek, that's what's going to give you that power. Not only that, your confidence is what's going to be your power as well. But once again, I see a non-traditional career route, and it's there to give you guys a sense of control, a sense of power, and for a lot of you guys, it's going to be a sense of leadership, because once again, I see people listening to you or looking at you and revering you. It's going to be uncomfortable for you at first, though, but this is a part of it. It's only uncomfortable because you have yet to step into your power. And once again, it's something about this, you're going to feel drawn to it, but there's something about it that conflicts with you, because once again, there's an element about it that has to have confidence. You have to have confidence. You have to have that. And there can be no doubt about it within yourself. And that's uncomfortable for you. But this is who you are. This is who you really are. Page of Wands in reverse. I feel like for some of you guys already know what this is that they're referring to. This new, it feels like if it's not a career, maybe it's just a statement. Maybe it's just a moment in which I do feel like there's something here to be built upon that is going to further increase your Queen of Wands energy power, which is confidence, drive, ambition, passion. And what's funny is that even though this is a Queen of Wands, which is clearly a feminine archetype, a lot of what is being described is very masculine. And by masculine, I mean action, taking practical steps towards your dreams, using logic as well. And there's a huge change. This is what the change is being founded upon. Like, this is where the transformation occurs. There's a huge change that will occur from it feels like an opportunity, a new opportunity. For a lot of you guys, this is like a side project, passion project. But the reason why it's in reverse is because you have yet to either commit to it or you don't really believe in it, or you guys have yet to even explore it. But it's really where your transformation lies. Like, this will change your life. And you won't know it, but you'll be able to look back at it one day and be like, yo, it was that moment where my life changed. When I finally made the decision to give this hobby of mine an actual push to entrepreneurship, or when I actually decided to accept that position in which I felt I was not unqualified, or I felt a little bit burdened by the responsibilities that it came with. Stepping up. feel like there's other people who are going to believe in you. There's other people who are going to be like, yo, you can do this. Like, yo, you have what it takes to do this. But all that doesn't matter if you don't believe in yourself. We have the solar plexus chakra. This is number 3. This is about confidence and self-esteem too. So once again, they keep reiterating the same message. They're trying to get you to see yourself the way that your soul is. This is who you are. Your soul is pretty much a very mystical, magical being, it feels. Someone who's capable of doing anything and everything that they want and that they set their mind to. And they have no doubt in their mind that whatever they create or co-create with the universe will come to fruition. So I feel like the biggest part of the challenge here is really just believing. And this is something that you may have to do each and every day to remind yourself until you truly believe it. But I feel like there's going to be other people, other sources telling you this truth about who you are. Like, you can do this. Like, you are this and you are that. You are that. I really feel like you can step into this type of... And I just see like y'all to be like, no, I can't. No, it's not for me. Or I know I can't do it. Like, I'm not ready for that. I'm only this. When like, what do I look like going to here? I see people for some reason trying to encourage you to pursue this or take this. And the only thing that's stopping you is your own fears, your own perception. We also have relationships. What's funny about this, I do see that there's a major career change or career blessing that will come out of this. But I also feel like in other aspects of your life, such as relationships and connections that we make in this life, they will also be improved. And I feel like the people around you will also start to change. Like, if you, this is a type of growth, spiritual growth that will impact your outer world as well. And so you're going to start to notice that a lot of things tend to fall, especially a lot of people tend to fall, and that's okay. It's no hard feelings. It's just growth. And you're going to be attracting people who are also of kingly and queenly energy. This is just a natural progression of your life. It's nothing to be sad about, nothing to be afraid about. You were meant to embody this. They're saying that this is what was missing. This is the ingredient, that fire, that energy, that almost masculine energy, but it still has that charm that I feel can only be associated with someone who's a little bit more either spiritually aware or just more in tune with their emotions. And this is the only thing that's necessary in order to achieve that equilibrium that we all should strive for. So the next card that we have is Yin Yang, and it's in reverse. It's number 22. And in this case, they're referring to the Yang energy, which is that masculine energy. This is the action. Something needs to be made. Action steps needs to be made at this point. Once again, it's like for a lot of you, there's an opportunity, and you feel like it's way above your head, or you feel like it's too much for me. Like, I don't want to be responsible for all of this. And you're perfect for it. And I think you do have a dream or a goal that you really want to see come to fruition. And this is what it takes. This is what it takes in order for it to come to fruition. I have to say, I'm getting spotlight for some of you guys, or once again, in front of either a camera or just people. And once again, they're looking to you. That's scary, yeah. That's intimidating. That's, something that we probably would rather do without because of the weight and the gravity of that type of responsibility. It could be something that we all would want to run away from. But this is something that you should revel in. This is something that you thrive in. This is the type of environment that you thrive in. Your confidence is your power. Your beliefs are your power. Your words are your power. Your mindsets are your power. Your passion is absolutely your own power. Your ambition is your power. Fully embrace that fire. And once again, there's an action, there's a decision that you have to make that you're going to have to just completely commit to it and feel confident in your decision. Calcite. Busy times and multitasking. Yeah, some of you guys could have been waiting for an opportunity or just been without much movement when it comes to your life. And this is what it takes in order for us to finally progress. You're going to be busy. I will say that whatever this is, you're going to be very busy. But once again, there's that passion. The passion's behind this. The passion's behind this. And you have love in here as well. Once again, you're going to love this. You're going to really enjoy this. It's going to feel it's going to feel very natural to you. And the reason being is because this is something that you were meant to experience. Doesn't mean there won't be any, a lack of hard work. There's going to be plenty of hard work. But at the end of the day, at the end of your days, it won't be filled with negative emotions such as, frustration or boredom. This is something that you will find to be something to live for. It's that type of passion, that type of, it reinvigorates you. Whatever this is, instead of drain you, it's going to reinvigorate you. But do remember to take necessary rest for yourself, to get centered, to get grounded. Do remember to do that, okay? From the looks of it and from the feel of it, you're going to have to schedule that. A whole new life is waiting for you. But it does appear that it requires you to believe that you're capable of doing what's being asked of you. By not only employers, but really by also source. And then watch how the magic unfolds. Because whatever this is, it's a guaranteed hit. I also feel like for some of you guys, it could be writing. Maybe some of you guys are authors, and so this is about you finally releasing. Because you know how sometimes, and there's musical artists that gets on my nerves when they do this, but I understand it because sometimes music artists can take a long time to perfect. whatever it is that they're creating for their fans or for the world to hear. And sometimes it's already perfect. And sometimes you just need to release it. So I feel like for some of you guys, that's the leap of faith that you're going to need to take to really take whatever that you create, your baby, and release it for the world to enjoy. Because that's what it's meant for. Whatever it is, like I said, you're going to need to have the confidence. If you don't believe you, then we're not going to believe you. Morning affirmations is what you can do to help instill confidence. You need to look in yourself in the mirror every single day. Say words like, I'm the shit. I'm the boss. I'm a queen, I'm a king. I exhibit these type of energies. I attract these type of energies. And so on and so forth. But overall, there's some major realization that needs to be made here. Because I'm not going to say that, but I would just say that it's like your soul is saying, like, yo, you got me effed up. Like, this is not who we are. So for you, pile number 4, divine magic is happening from the inside out. It's divine magic that will happen from the inside that will have incredible effects on your outside world. The last card that we have is we have Fly, a period of ill health and depression, which now it kind of makes sense because I'm just like, okay, what is going on with my pile number 4s? But I feel like there was something that happened that made you believe this. So this is just a momentarily or moment of confusion. This is not who you are. Never was who you are, actually, but this is just a moment. So for a lot of you guys, this is Fly. And it says, a period of ill health and depression, if I haven't read it already, but this represents, for a lot of you guys, I see an ending that occurred, or something that was supposed to end, but hasn't really ended, such as maybe a breakup or another situation that hindered it's still affected, like, even though it's been over for some time, it's still not technically over because it still is affecting your confidence, or it still is affecting your own perspective about yourself. I also feel like some of you guys feel guilty for whatever it is that you did, and I'm going to say that I don't know what it is specifically, but you will have to eventually learn how to forgive yourself for that. Have compassion onto yourself. But yeah, it feels like something occurred, and it was an ending of sorts. Like, something ended, and it took a hit towards your confidence and how you perceive yourself. And I have to say, your spirit team is not here to really coddle you. They're really here to be like, well, it happened, but your life still goes on. There was growth to be achieved from this, and this, whatever this was meant to make you stronger, not the opposite. So remember that. So with that being said, pile number 4, I enjoyed this reading, and I hope you did as well. If you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But other than that, I will catch you guys next time.